Of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. On the visitor sideline, Patriot head coach Mike Vrabel. His team lost last time out, trying to turn things around this time. On the other side, it's the Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. With you, Evan McPherson getting this one started. And we are underway at Paycor Stadium. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
You watch the film from last week's game, and you come away saying, okay, he's probably one of their best players on the field, but you would never know it after meeting with him. He said, I don't even want to talk about my touchdowns. He said, there's just too many plays out there that I'm missing, and then, of course, the costly interception. So they didn't win. He's taking a lot of that responsibility onto himself, and frankly, that's the role of an NFL quarterback, whether you like it or not.
And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll go play action with May. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's May. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
So, here come the Bengals. And, Greg, there is no denying the talent of this man. Joe Burrow led the league in passing yards and touchdowns a season ago.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only to get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
Right 80! Right cut!
Burrow going to open by putting it up. Going to get that complete to Jamar Chase. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a 1st down.
On 1, ready? Here we go. Right 80!
On 1st down, Burrow. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at their 49-yard line.
Just shy of midfield. Here's second down.
Here we go. Wide 80. Wide 80. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's into the hands of Tyjae Spears. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A gain of 16 on that pass play. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's get set. Wide 80. Eleven empty. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
10. 12. Stop.
Now second down throw for Burrow. Moving outside the pocket. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10.
180. Stop.
To throw is Burrow. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of the Patriots has it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Patriots offense and Stephon Diggs heading back out on the field. And he is right up there amongst the league leaders when it comes to receiving yards by a wideout this year. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They face second down and 7. From out of the gun, here's May. He'll step up and run this.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 20.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. There he goes again. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Couple of first downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10, up at the 42. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put it into that play really before it ever got started.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Throwing is May. He's got his man. It's Diggs. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 20. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
First down, New England.
They'll give this to Stevenson, running right. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. May going to look to throw. He'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up. May. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. It's a gain of 19 in the air. 1st down, New England.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Here's May again. We'll set up the screen for Gibson.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark it just short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. Now an injury timeout, and it looks like it's Stephon Diggs who's having an issue. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
Let's get set. White 80. White side. Stop.
They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe if he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. Side. 11, Thomas. Side.
A carry here for Brown. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd down and 3.
Here we go, here we go. Right 80. Dot. Dot.
To throw is Burrow. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Opening carry of the game for Tyjae Spears. A short gain up to the 20. Kyle Duggar there to make the play.
20-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
9. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Hey, can. 11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
Here's Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. Burrow finds Chase for a big one. 42 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this just shows how special he can be.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go. Right 80. 11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
Here's a handoff to Spears. And he'll get forward for about a yard. That's Marte Mapu getting in there to make the stop.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13. Stop.
Now, Burrow. Here comes the screen to Spears. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Burrow now to throw on first down. He'll work this out wide to P-Rod. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's get set. 180. Stop. Stop.
Now, Burrow. He'll swing this one out to Brown. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance points in this game as they've set up first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on first and goal.
On one, ready? Here we go, here we go. Wide 80. Wide hot.
I got him. I got motion there. Me. I got this.
Got.
Spear is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession one. What are you going to do in response on possession two? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
McPherson now to kick the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Patriots 0.
TD on is McPherson to kick this one away. Marcus Jones now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. There you see Mike Vrabel, his Patriots set for their next drive. They've been one of the better teams running the football all year, evidenced by the ease with which they ran it on that prior drive. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Here's May. Open man. That's the tight end, Hunter Henry. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Working out of the gun. It's May. Short pass caught by Henry, the tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
Here we go. Right 80. Playing tuck. 11 MT tape. 11 MT.
Here's Brown. Room to run at the 35. And he will score. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
McPherson now for the PAT. The Bengals move out on top, 14-0.
Patriots nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Jones now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. There you see Mike Vrabel, his Patriots set for their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. They'll work the middle this time with Stevenson. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
It's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On 1st and 10, here's May. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 more yards. Complete to Kendrick Bourne. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 48-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On play action, here's May. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down. At least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd possession.
First and 10 at the
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He'll get this out quickly to his left, and he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
It is 3rd and long. To throw now, May. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There's nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do, but to just simply throw that one away.
Here's Bryce Behringer now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Oh, he landed it at the right spot, just at the wrong spin. It goes into the end zone, touchback. The ball's coming out to the 20-yard line. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe? Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's get set. Hey, can. 12. Switch.
A run with Spears. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down, they need 7.
Here we go. Right 80. Right up.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll find Chase. That's complete. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Another catch from there. Numbers starting to stack up in this one. Closing in on 100 yards, and we're still in the first half.
At the 38-yard line.
I'm one, ready?
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Gun. Stop. Right 80. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Marcus Jones.
So that guy in the slot, Michael, yes, he has to have great reaction times. Yes, he has to have great quickness and speed. But because he's typically facing the shiftiest and highest targeted player on the opposing offense, he has to have great instincts. That's what we saw there. His reaction time and his anticipation allowed him to jump that route, get his hands on it, and snatch one of those targets away.
The Patriots offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
May firing quickly to Pope. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
And the first carry for Antonio Gibson. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake, here's May. Our first down throw there is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down?
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Out of the gun, here's May. This one complete to Bourne. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. And he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
May to the air once more. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
And they'll run it here with Stevenson. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
To throw is May. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. Now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal. Now, May. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Patriots get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Charlie Jones now to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And as we move into the second half of the season, he continues to put up the big numbers. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Let's get set. 180.
To throw is Burrow. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Here we go. 180. 180 shot.
Burrow to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up manageable 2nd down.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 180.
Here's Burrow. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. An uncomfortable receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Gun. Dot. 180. Dot. Dot.
Burrow. This one caught by Chase.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On 1, ready?
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down.
Dot. 180. 180 shot. 42. Dot.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
I'm fine. Ready?
The offense staying out there for this fourth
Here we
down.
go. Stop. 11 MT. 11 MT. Stop.
They'll try it now with Spears. And he's going to have a Bengals first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth down. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
On two. Ready?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Let's get set. Hey, can. Stop.
Back to throw. Burrow. Will be swung out wide to Spears. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This from 40 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. The season is going by at lightning pace. Week 12 has arrived. It's the weekend before Thanksgiving. Let's get into it. Our journey through the NFL starts now. NRG Stadium in Houston. It's the Texans at home to take on the Buffalo Bills. And this is the second-year man, Ray Davis. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Bills get an important win here in the race to get one of those final wild cards in the AFC. From there, Kansas City, here we come. Let's check in on the Chiefs as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And this is Patrick Mahomes. He connects. It's a 16-yard touchdown. The Chiefs with a 10-point lead, 17-7, your halftime score. Last but not least, let's go to Baltimore. The Ravens taking on the Jets. And it's the NFL's all-time leading rusher as a quarterback, Lamar Jackson. He'll decide to scramble here, and that's the right call. He's in from 9 yards out. This one's gone to halftime, and it's the Ravens lead it by a touchdown at the half. There you see the rest of the scores from Week 12 with Denver, the Chargers, Miami, and Washington all getting late-season byes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Here we go. Right 80. 11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight.
On the ground, it's Spears to start the drive. And he'll get about 5.
Brought down by Craig Russo. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, here we go. Dahan! 180!
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Gun, gun. Dahan! Dahan!
Looking out of the gun, Burrow. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So you find yourself playing with a 2-score lead. Of course, it goes without saying, Mike, you don't want to take any unnecessary risks. The primary reads weren't there, works through his progression, move on to the next play, and just throw that ball away.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Back deep is Marcus Jones. And he'll get forward for a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's May. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. From out of the gun, here's May. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. That's caught by Bourne. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
14 yards. And the Patriots, 1st down. A gain of 14.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
46-yard line.
On the ground, Gibson. And he is putting in the work. Dancing inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 8.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a yard. Give up the middle to Stevenson. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Stevenson. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. May going to look to throw. He'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They're going to go jet sweep on 3rd down. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Looking to create a little spark here on 3rd down. They go to the jet sweep. It can tend to be a little bit of an all-or-nothing type play, and when the defense sniffs it out, you make yourself susceptible to a loss, just like we saw here.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. They're going. It's May. That's sneaking in. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
Well, that was a disaster. I like the call. I like going for it on 4th down. Give your offense a chance to extend this drive and maintain possession, but after going the wrong way, now they're going to have to watch the other team take over after failing to move the chains.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Good set. 180. Stop.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Here we go, here we go. Cut. 12, 12, 12.
On the ground, it's Brown. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
At the 44-yard line, a 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 1, ready?
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Gun, gun. Cut. 11, 11.
On 2nd down, Spears. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. That's Marte Mapu getting in there to make the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Hey, can. That.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it.
Here we go.
On 4th down.
That.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a Bengals 1st down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on 4th down.
Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
1st and 10.
Here we go. Wide 80. Wide side. That.
Burrow now. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 2.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's get set. Wide 80. That.
To throw is Burrow. To the left side in the hands of Gore. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Here we go. That. Wide 80. Wide 80. Wide side. That.
Here's Brown. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down by a couple of yards. They get 4 on that 3rd and 2. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
Here we go. Wide 80. Wide side. Stop.
A 1st down throw for Burrow. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. Here comes the screen to Spears. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Can. Stop.
Back to throw, Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
Here we go. Shot. Right 80. Right shot. Shot.
Here's Burrow. He'll set up the screen to Brown. And he's into the end zone. Case Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bengals extend to a 24-3 lead.
Patriots 3.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Play fake. Here's May. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
There's Zach Taylor as his Bengals make their way back onto the field. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10.
On 1, ready? Eleven empty. Shot. 180. What shot. Shot.
They'll run here with Brown. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. Here we go. 180. Shot.
Burrow to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
180. Shot.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll find Chase. That's complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Gibson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Gibson. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to take over once more. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Gibson, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Short pass caught by Henry, the tight end. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
3rd and short, and here is May. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, New England.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
He'll get this off to Stevenson. No chance to get away. He's going to be knocked out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this 3rd quarter has come to an end. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll go. Here's May. That's going to be caught. And he's not going to get away. They've got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. And it's looking like the win streak to start the year is going to continue for another week. What a tremendous performance here as they are out to finish this one off.
Here we go. Wide 80. Back.
On carry here for Brown. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Back.
Burrow. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Harold Landry in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, as they face this possible 3-and-out following that second down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
On 2.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Here we go. Hot. 180. Hot. Hot.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. Burrow finds Chase for a big one. 55 yards on the game.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive,
On 1.
but now
Right?
they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
Gun. Hot. 180. Hot.
Play action now. It's Burrow. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Harold Landry in there to drop him. That's a huge loss on 1st and goal.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
1st down was not very good. Here's 2nd and
Here we
goal.
go. 180. Nice hot. 180.
Working out of the gun, Burrow got his man at the 6.
What's the old saying, Mike? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. At this point, there's just really no reason to not just continue to target him. He's been running free all game long, and you can see the numbers. They bear that out. It's evident right from the start that they were going to look his way early and often, and I think it turned out to be a pretty good game plan.
On 1. Ready?
3rd and goal.
Here we go. Hot. 180. 180 hot. Hot.
They'll run with Spears. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
A bit of a curious call there, Mike, on 3rd and goal from this far out. You thought they would have turned to their passing game. They tried to catch the defense sleeping and keep it on the ground. Great job by the defense being ready for everything. Not only do they stop them, they take them back for a loss.
Oh, he missed it from short range. A bad miss. It's no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
You could see the body language of the kicker, Mike. Once it left his foot, he was kind of leaning. He was trying to bring that one back towards the middle. But that's the sound you dread as a kicker. It reverberates around the stadium, off the upright, no good.
On 1st and 10, here's May. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
Gain of 21 yards.
They don't waste any time capitalizing on their opponent's mistake, so they miss the field goal, you take the ball back. There's a lot of energy on the sideline. That's a big win for your defense. What do you got to do? You got to go out there as an offense and get off to a fast start. And that's exactly what they're able to do on that 1st down play.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, here's May. Pass caught right side by Henry. And they'll get about half what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's May again. And look at his big target, Henry, over the middle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. On the option, they give it to Stevenson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
On the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun. It's May. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. To throw now, May. And that is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it. And they stuff him on 4th down. And we'll get a whistle. Stoppage. An injured Patriot. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game.
Here we go. 180. Lights up.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Here we go. 180. Lights hot. Hot.
Now, Burrow. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line. Terrific day throwing the ball, and the numbers now show it over 300 yards passing in this one.
I be on my little mouse drill. All that rapping pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Hot. Hot.
Now Brown. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him. And I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
On 2.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 4.
Here we go. 180. Hot.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
It's a 3 tight end look. as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
They'll stay on the ground. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Gun. Stop. Right 80. What is that? Stop.
To throw is Burrow. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. Oh, now problems with the exchange, and that ball is out. And fortunately, he's able to get back on it. So not only will it not be a turnover, but in fact, the drive keeps going. It's a 1st down. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet. I'll tell you one thing, Mike, this pass rush certainly isn't the reason why they're losing this game right now. I mean, they have made their presence felt all throughout this game, and they're about a half second away from adding another sack to their total.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11. Can. Stop.
Straight ahead. It's Spears. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. Forced out wide. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. Harold Landry, he gets in to record his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Here we go. Right 80. Stop.
2nd down, Burrow. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and
Here we go.
what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Stop.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And he will get into the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. Touchdown, number 11 on the year. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Here's McPherson for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals add on to their already sizable lead.
34. Patriots 3. Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Marcus Jones now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. They're obviously looking for, I guess, a moral victory at this point. Still in search of their first touchdown of this game. This is probably going to be their last shot to get it in the end zone, and this drive will begin with first down. A carry now for Gibson. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's May. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, sometimes as a play caller, it's pretty easy. Get the ball into the hands of your best players. In this case, a wide receiver screen. Get it to him quick, get some blockers out in front, let him do the rest after the catch, and he picks up the first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll give running left. It is Stevenson. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. We'll go right back to Stevenson. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing is May. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
That's good for a Patriots first down.
Here we go. One final play. This one complete to Bourne. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.